Hi everyone, welcome to Justin's Reads, and on today's episode we are talking about a book by Keller, and it's titled Attitude is Everything. In his book, he shared about 10 principles or 10 lessons that are essential or can be applied by anyone to want to become a better version of themselves or improve themselves in any area or help them achieve a certain goal or desire that they have in this lifetime. So, when he spoke about attitude, he began his text by describing the events that changed his own life. When his mental attitude changed, that led to the change and transformation of his own life. So, how it started is this man was a lawyer before, but he turned out at the later part of his years to be a motivational speaker, a writer, and all other things that he ended up becoming. But there was an attitude adjustment in that process, in that journey of becoming who he is right now, or of becoming the kind of man that he ended up becoming. So the book is essentially on attitude, right? So, and he describes attitude as the mental filter through which we view the world. So he said attitude is the window through which we view the world. This is how we react to the world, how we see things that happen to us or around us on a daily basis. That's our attitude, and is the foundation of what we will become as individual, as a nation, or as a community, as a family. That is the foundation of everything that you are going to achieve. It is the foundation of what you are ultimately going to become. So what happens, because this is a window, life happens around us, that can, and some things that can mar our windows, that can make our windows dirty. It could be criticisms from the people around us. It could be criticism from our peers, from our friends, from our family, from our teachers, from our bosses. It could be disappointments. It could be a whole lot of things. Life happens. Things happen in life. There are a lot of circumstances that we encounter that we might not have essentially planned or caused, But however the situations happens, at the end of the day, it's still your duty, he explains that, to always clean your mental view. Since we're saying attitude is a window, that window, it's your duty to always make sure that it's clean. You are seeing clearly. It's not cluttered. It's not marred. It's not blocked by the dirt or that is happening around you. So that's essentially what your role is as an individual. He said when we are born, right, we all have the same kind of window. We see things the same, like our windows are clean. We're starting our life on a clean slate, everything is fine. He said, look at children, they hardly get offended. They are always laughing. They are always happy. They innovative. They are adventurous. All those kind of things, because they are kids. Their windows are clean. They have not been marred. But as people grow, things that happen around us affects the way we see things. So he is essentially saying it's your duty, because attitude is the foundation of what you become. And as he developed his text, he now started expounding on the fact that the mind is a very important aspect of your attitude, because it now starts on the mind, the things that you process. So at some stage I felt like I was reading a version of The Power of Your Mind, because he was explaining the importance of your mind as far as your attitude is concerned. He said you become what you think, whether you know it, whether you want it, whether you accept it. You are essentially what you think about. You become your dominant thoughts, the things that you continuously think about on a daily basis. He said one of the lessons, he said you are human magnets. We magnetize the things that we constantly think about. So if you constantly think about all the bad things that you don't want to happen, you are simply magnifying, amplifying, and causing a repeat to those things that you're constantly thinking about. So what you think is very important. It's very vital to the to how you're going to turn out to be. So it's your mental attitude is very vital, is very important to the kind of person that you're going to end up becoming. And the beautiful thing about it is that you have control over your mind. You do have control over how you think, how you reason, how you process things that happens around you. It's all up to you. You are the one that determine how you, the kind of things that you want to process. So the day that you realize that, when you have realized that, when you have come to understand that fact, you choose the kind of things to dwell upon. And he explained the fact that we're not just saying that because you're sitting down at home and thinking positively, that doesn't mean that life is just gonna be beautiful, sweet. You're not gonna encounter things in life. But what you can be assured of, that with a right mental attitude, no matter what you face, you will be able to conquer it. With the right mental attitude, no matter how dire the circumstances that you could be in right now is, you'll be able to face it and overcome it and conquer it and become a better person. That actually takes me to another lesson that he spoke about, the fact that you should turn your problems into opportunities, and that only happens when you have a positive mental attitude, because each and every problem that you encounter in life, it gives you perspective. It gives you another reason why you should do it better. It gives you a better understanding of whatever you're going through. It should be an opportunity. You should be able to turn whatever happens, be able to draw the lessons of life from whatever situation that you would be encountering, or you would have encountered at a certain stage of your life. That's what life is all about. You take lessons, you learn. You don't stop there because you have gone through a certain thing. No, it doesn't work like that. You take lessons, you learn from whatever you have gone through, and so that you become a better person, a better version of yourself, turning the problems into opportunities. That's essentially, it comes with a right mental attitude. And he said, we're not talking about 10 seconds of positive thinking. No, it has to be a dominant thing. Positive mental attitude should be a dominant thing in your life. Your mind should be dominated by positivity the most of the time, because you can't say I'm thinking positively for 10 minutes a day, then the rest of your day negativity upon negativity upon negativity. No, it doesn't work like that. It's like you exercising for 10 minutes, then you indulge in all the junk at the end of the day. Like, a little bit of diet is not gonna change your health. That's what it essentially means. So we're not saying a little bit of mental. It has to be something that you cultivate until it becomes normal to you, to think positively, to reason positively, to be a positive, to be that positive person that attracts the right things, that think right, reasons right, analyzes things right, positive mental attitude. So it's not supposed to be a 2 minutes thing, a 5 minutes thing, and let it be your lifestyle to think positively, and it will make a difference in the kind of life that the kind of person that you ultimately become. And he also spoke about seeing pictures, visualizing the importance of the images. Like, he spoke about the fact that I remember the fact that if you can't see it, right, you essentially you will not be able to become it. They had an interview with famous singer Celine Dion. So they were asking her that when you started seeing that you were selling millions and you were performing to thousands upon thousands of crowds across the world, did you ever think? Did it ever surprise you? Did you ever think you were going to get there? Then she said, her response was that, no, I was not surprised at all. I knew that's what I was going to become. I knew that what was going to happen because I had a picture. I saw it when I was 6 years old. I had this picture. I saw what I was going to become. So she learned the lesson at an early stage, and she kept to it. No doubt she worked very hard to become what she became, but it was because she had a picture. She knew what she wanted. She had a picture before her of what she wanted to become, and it was inevitable that she becomes that picture that she saw. So the kind of things that you see with your mind, the kind of pictures that you create with your mind, is essentially what's going to be your lot, is essentially what you're going to become. So it's up to you. The beautiful thing about it as well is that you can recreate the pictures. If you are seeing wrong, you can change the picture. You can bring the right pictures to your imagination, to your visions. Bring that thing. He said a vision is essentially seeing what other people cannot see. Your visions, those pictures in your mind, let it be something that you want to see, want to become. Don't be processing or seeing the things that you don't want. No, when that picture tries to come that is against what you essentially believe or what you want to become, you keep it bare, you remove it, you refuse to dwell on that picture. You create another picture that is in alignment with what you want to essentially become as an individual. And that was just basically the book in summary. It's about your attitude, your response to the things that happens around you, the way you think, the way you reason, as being the foundation of what you become. And I think I like another lesson that he spoke about, persistence and determination. He said, if you are persistent, right, you doubtlessly going to achieve what you want. So the kind of persistence that she was explaining is the fact that you do whatever it takes to achieve what is needed. If it takes 5 steps to achieve your goal, you make sure that you stick to it. You tell yourself that I'm going to take these 5 steps until I achieve my goal. If it's 55, it's 155, you do whatever it takes to achieve your goal. If the steps or the number of steps are not known, you commit yourself to do it until you achieve that thing that you want to do. He said persistent. And he said the miracle about life is that the moment that we decide and we take action of consistency and persistence, and telling ourselves that we're going to do whatever it takes to achieve the result that we want, doors begins to open. There are circumstances that are already there, that are waiting for you to be persistent, to be insistent, to keep at it, basically. That will begin to unveil themselves as you keep on doing what you need to do in order for you to achieve that result, that goal that you have in mind. Things just start happening. You start meeting the right people, the right circumstances. It's not that these people were not there before. No, they were there, but now that you are consistent and persistent, your eyes are now open. You are now able to receive those circumstances or those situations that takes you to the next place. For example, when I decided to start reading, right, when I decided to be persistent in reading and literature and everything, I began to meet people that were like-minded, people that had the materials, the resources that I wanted, people that would help me in the journey of that I had embarked on, situations and circumstances that were aligning to my goal, to my desire. They were there. The thing is, the funny part about it, some of these people, they were always there, but that part of them never came out until I was sure, they were sure or they were shown the kind of person that I wanted to become, the kind of direction that I was going. Then they began to unveil the other parts of themselves that were necessary for me to achieve that dream, for me to realize that dream that I was having at that time. So it just works like that. When you're persistent, there are circumstances, there are situations, the universe knows how to get you to the right place. So don't stop because you've taken one step and it was hard. No, take the necessary step, do whatever it takes until you achieve your goal. So that attitude is everything. So that's the basis of this book. Is saying attitude is the foundation of you becoming the kind of person that you desire to become, of achieving the things that you want to achieve. Is the basis of everything. All the other steps that are necessary that you take with in life, they are based on your attitude. It's a strong foundation that you need to become the kind of person that you essentially become. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.